This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he, please excuse me, call Lord Yahweh about Shem Yahushua, that he have taken against who? Edom. You hear this? And his purposes, that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitants desolate with them. All right. And I'm getting ready to play you a little clip. I'm in the vehicle right now. A little clip of the Kim Iverson show and what this guy has to say. And then there's another clip I'm going to pull up right here in a second. Listen closely.
Was created. They were going to be the champions of Israel. It's of opposition to Israel in the region. The Houthi movement, they have what they call the cry in the face of the arrogant. It's 5 slogans. If you ever see any of the Houthi rallies, you'll see this poster with 5 slogans painted on it in green writing and red writing. The slogans are God is great, victory to Islam, death to America, death to Israel,
DTA.
curse be upon the Jews. And that is the 4 principles upon which their movement stands. Now, that slogan, curse be upon the Jews, that's been misrepresented as a call for genocide in media. The ADL and others have claimed that's a...
Now, hey, you got to pay attention. Who runs the ADL? Who runs the printing presses? Who runs the media? This is why, the elders... and all the brothers say, the ones who understand have the eye cell, this dude, Esau, he's in control of all this shit. He thinks he's in control. Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in control, all right? But he thinks he's the one that's making all these moves and this and that, trying to get his damn birthright back. Keep listening.
Call for genocide. What they're saying is that essentially Israel was created in an impure way. In Shia Islam, they talk about haram, right? The concept of sin, and how if something is created in a sinful way, it becomes tainted, right? If you
now hold on now, America, the very word America means bitter. You see that? It was what created in a tainted way under the banner of what? Christianity.
Steal food. And you eat it, it might make you sick. If you buy a house that violates the Islamic law with a loan or whatever, that house might crash and might catch on fire or...
Yeah, he didn't build a fair house, but he covered fields and take them by violence. It's in this lesson. Micah 2 and verse 2. You see?
Or fall in, right? And that if something is acquired in an impure way, it's cursed. And they argue that the way Israel was created with the theft of Palestinian lands makes it cursed. It is tainted. It is haram. And that there is a curse upon the Jews because of the way that Israel was acquired.
Acquired. Look that word up. All right?
Shia Islam, they talk about haram, right? The concept of sin, and how if something is created in a sinful way, it becomes tainted, right? If you steal food and you eat it, it might make you sick. If you buy a house that violates the Islamic law with a loan or whatever, that house might crash and might catch on fire or fall in, right? And that if something is acquired in an impure way, it's cursed. And they argue that the way Israel was created with the theft of Palestinian lands.
It really doesn't belong to them over there either. It belongs to the Israelites. And see, a lot of people don't understand that place is going to get destroyed along with Babylon, etc. It's going to be rebuilt. All right?
Makes it cursed. It is tainted. It is haram. And that there is a curse upon the Jews because of the way that Israel was acquired. And that is a religious principle. And they feel the same way about the United States and the way, we were created with the genocide of the Native Americans, the transatlantic slave trade.
Which is all what? Prophecy. Each and everything that he just said, it's all prophecy. It's written in the scriptures. Deuteronomy 28th chapter. What does it tell you? In particular, verse 68. And what they would leave out constantly in a lot of these so-called black people is that, and they come up against, the true Israelites, the men sighing and crying, because of that 12 tribes chart, what is written about in Ezekiel 37th chapter. You see? Okay? That's what that stick is, right upon it, right? But what they'll leave out is this. They'll leave out the fact that those so-called slave ships, they transported, that's why they call it a slave trade, because they transported indigenous Gadites, Northern Kingdom brothers back. Back to Africa and amongst other places. That's what they're not telling you. Okay?
And they view it as their mission to spread Islam and to fight against Israel, and they view America and Israel as outposts of Western colonialism.
Rome 2.0. That's why I read it. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Period. Point blank. All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I learn from each and every day. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Now, in case any of you don't know, this is gonna be a clip from the Kim Iverson show. Old girl Kim Iverson, man, she be going in, right? All right. I mean, as much as she knows, but there's something that this man says, and the reason why Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is doing this because it's prophecy. See that? Because it's prophecy. So without any further ado, fair use. I'm going to play this and you're going to see what he says, and you're going to see why she asked the question, why is the US of A bombing Yemen? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Yemen. All right. With the Houthis. Okay. There's a reason. See, these are all prophecies, and the scriptures very plainly told us in the book. Matter of fact, let's go there first. In the book, stay occupied. That's not what I wanted. Salakia. No, damn it. Stayed. This is crazy. Start just typing it in. This is why the scripture said, stay occupied in prophecies. This is the book. Damn it, man. Come on now. So lucky I'm sort of out and about right now. There we go. The book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, 39 of verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. You see that? And be what? Occupied in prophecies. Not as the world turns, not this, not that, not, trying to make a come up on this or that. No, stay occupied in prophecies, because the prophecies are going to fix everything. Yahweh Shai is going to fix all this mess. Remember, surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. The prophecies are what we need to be teaching. Breaking these scriptures down the 100% right, correct way. So without any further ado, check this out.
The U.S. has been attacking the Houthis in Yemen since this weekend, and a lot of people, including Trump supporters, are wondering, why in the heck are we attacking the Houthis? What did they do to us exactly that would require us to be bombing them, killing dozens of people, including children? Who are the Houthis? What are they fighting for? That is the name of a book written by Caleb Maupin, our guest. He is a journalist, political analyst, co-director for the Center for Political Innovation. Caleb, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Sure. Always a pleasure.
So who are the Houthis? I mean, a lot of people are wondering, what in the heck are we doing there? We're hearing in the news that they're backed by Iran. This is an Iranian proxy, and we're basically Trump has basically said the Houthis, who are in Yemen, a country that doesn't even border Iran, is that when they attack, that Iran is responsible for a completely different sovereign country and the attacks coming from a different country, clearly looking like we're marching headfirst into war with Iran. So are the Houthis Iran? Are they Iranian? Who are they?
Well, the idea that the Houthis are just agents of Iran or proxies of Iran is absurd, namely because if that were the case, the war in Yemen would have ended in a week, maybe 2 weeks. But the fighting has been going on in the country since 2015, really since 2003. And the Houthis have a huge amount of support on the ground. I mean, the Houthis are Arabs. The Iranians are Persians. The Shia Muslims of Iran are Twelvers, whereas the Houthis are Zaydis. They are technically Shias, but they pray like Sunnis. They have different religious beliefs. They are a movement in Yemen, and they do take inspiration from the Islamic Revolution of Iran, no question about it. But they are their own movement. They have their own goals and aims, and they have a huge amount of support among the Yemeni population. So to reduce them to being proxies of Iran, that's just a huge oversimplification. If they were that, why do they have so much massive support on the ground in Yemen? Really, among some of the poorest people in the world. I mean, Yemen is a country where much of the population doesn't have electrification of their home. Much of the population doesn't have running water. And the Zaydi Shia Muslims, they've been living in the mountainous regions of Yemen for well over 1,000 years. The word Houthi, the term Houthi is a tribal term. It refers to like a tribal ethnicity kind of in Yemen. And these folks, they've been living there for thousands of years. They have deep ties of blood and connections, and they are very, very dedicated to this movement. It's been around for quite some time. It originated as the Young Believers, which was a youth group. Hussein al-Houthi was a member of the parliament who studied in Sudan. He was a Zaydi Shia Muslim. He led the Young Believers, a youth group of religious Muslims for young people that provided literacy and medical care. He had a medical program where a lot of people in Yemen were able to get medical care through his program, and they have been building this movement. They became Ansar Allah in 2003, and they've been fighting really ever since. And they have a huge amount of support, and they are ready to fight. And I think what Trump doesn't seem to realize is that this movement, they really do believe that this is the fulfillment of prophecy. Their founder, Hussein, and they are ready to fight. And I think what Trump doesn't seem to realize is that this movement, they really do believe that this is the fulfillment of prophecy. Their founder.
So, yet again, in case anybody glossed over that scripture, what did he just say? They really believe it's the fulfillment of prophecy. Now, this is what a whole lot of people don't understand, and they're not getting. That everything is a fulfillment of prophecy. Everything that's going on this earth is the fulfillment of prophecy and the truth of the Bible. Let's read this one more time, and then we'll go to a couple other scriptures and close it out. Don't have to be that long. This is the truth. The book of Sirach 39 verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. Okay? So let's go here. We'll read this first. Salakia. And to, just in case whoever's watching, look, Jake. Damn, Jake is always into something stupid, man. Oh, it's just a bunch of fucking folly, man. Salakia for the language. Damn. You have got to be kidding me. Anyway, it's Jake over here acting a fool, man. Making a spectacle of his own damn self. This is the book of Joel 3 and verse 2. Here's your answer. This is what you came for. Here's the answer. This is why she posed the question, well, why is America doing this and doing that? Remember, they got to keep this machine going. All right? They got to keep this war machine going. And what was that president that said, beware of the war complex, however the hell he said it. Okay? He said, beware of that. But see, what they all in cahoots together anyway. And what's going on is this scripture right here, Joel 3 and verse 2. This is what you came for. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Salakia, the valley of decision. Over there, this is prophecy. So, in a nutshell, there's your answer. And will plead with them, therefore, my people, not those people over there with the small hats, those so-called Khazarians, the Ish people. No, not them. It's prophesied that Esau, Edom, is going to be on top and have the fatness of heaven and the dew of earth and the swords and the weapons and all that. So it's not them. The scripture didn't say that the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, not the 12 tribes of Ish, or I've heard people say the 12 tribes of Judah, which that's not even a thing. It's prophesied that Esau would be in charge at the end times. And there at the end be pricked with these words, right? All right, and plead for my people and for my heritage, Israel, which is a people before it's a place, whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. So, again, long story short, you could just jump straight to Joel 3 and verse 2 and close the book. There's your answer. That's why they're in Yemen. That's why they covet fields and take them by violence. And you got Trump, aka Nero. What's he doing? He talking about making America great again, right? He's thinking about he want to take Canada, Mexico, Denmark, amongst other places. I mean, damn, they already used rich port or Puerto Rico, if you know, as a Providence, Hawaii, a state, Alaska. You see, all over the place. Let's go here. Let's read it. Micah 2 and verse 1. Micah 2 and verse 1. Woe, what does woe mean? Woe means destruction to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. You see that? Because it is in the power of their hands, and it was given to them by who? Their father Isaac, right? Because he cried, Esau cried, do you have a birthright for me? Please bless me, but you sold it. There's an analogy. I'll get that right back to you. Okay? There was an analogy that the elder Malcolm had used earlier. I just, just finished watching his lesson just a moment ago. All right? And it's this. Now, look, you got to think about this. And you got to put this in your mind's eye. All right? Now, matter of fact, I was just going into this in the book of Genesis 25th chapter. Okay, Esau, Edom, what did he do? He sold his birthright. And then he didn't really give a shit about it. Okay? But now he wants it back. And how's he trying to do it? By what? By violence. It's right here. So here's the analogy. Check this out. Say I'm in my work truck right now. Say I decide, hey, to this person, he wants to buy my work truck, and I want to sell my work truck, and I sold my work truck. And then, hey, come to find out, maybe that truck was a little bit worth a lot more than what I sold it for. That don't mean I get to just go complain to the police or the judge or a lawyer or whatever and say, look, I want my truck back because it meant more to me than what I thought. No, you can't get it back. You sold it. It belongs to somebody else. See? And that's the way Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua set it up. Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by what? Violence. And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And you got that crazy ass video, or the Trump AI video, where he talking about, oh my goodness. He talking about the new Gaza Strip, and it looks like a fucking casino, man. Sorry for the language. It looks like like Trump Plaza or something. Like in that movie Back to the Future, where Biff was had the Trump Tower, all cheesy and gaudy and shit. See, verse 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hauntily. For this time is evil. That's why we got to walk circumspectly and do what? Stay occupied in prophecy. You see that? All right, let's run that back one more time. Let's see what he says. He said, and they truly believe. He said, what Trump don't understand, or Nero, that's who he is. Okay, through the spirit, we feeling that. All right, straight up. But he heard what he said. He said, but what Trump doesn't understand, that they really truly believe that this is prophecy. Well, you know what? Trump understands more than he lets on. Just like that sleepy, creepy Joe shit, where, his mind may be in this world, may be slipping. It may very well be slipping, but some of that shit was orchestrated, man. All right? They did that shit on purpose. All this shit is done on purpose. Let's play it.
the Young Believers, a youth group of religious Muslims for young people that provided literacy and medical care. He had a medical program where a lot of people in Yemen were able to get medical care through his program, and they have been building this movement. They became Ansar Allah in 2003, and they've been fighting really ever since, and they have a huge amount of support, and they are ready to fight. And I think what Trump doesn't seem to realize is that this movement, they really do believe that this is the fulfillment of prophecy.
Woo!
Their founder, Hussein al-Houthi, told them that there would be a time when they, the Yemenis, would stand with the Palestinians in a way that no one else would. And so he's dead, but now they see this as the moment that their founder predicted. And
see, and that's why you look up words, Jake. That's what being a prophet is to tell before. To let them know. And the only people that can really prophesy are the men, and some women, because the scripture said that your children and your women shall prophesy in that time, meaning they will let you know that their dreams and the visions and the things that they've seen, not their thoughts and not some kind of bullshit TikTok video. Okay, but to be 100% 100, all right. No women are supposed to be out there prophesying or teaching. All right, so let's go here. This is the book of Proverbs 6 and verse 12. Salakia. A naughty person, a wicked man walketh with a forward mouth. You hear that? Come on. Oh, you gonna do me like this right now? That's nothing but Satan, man. Come on, man. I got full bars. This shit ain't working for nothing. Come on now. My goodness. See, look, it won't even. Come on, man. Salakia. All right, I'm gonna have to stop it and go back to it. Let me see if I can do it like this. There we go. Okay. Come on. Come on. Wow. Bear with me. I'll be right back with you as soon as this pulls up. All right, I'm back. Salakia for that, man. It just wouldn't go. I had to do open up a whole nother page right here. Okay. Anyway, verse 13. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart, which is your mind. He deviseth mischief continually. All the time, all the time. The scriptures very plainly tell you, if he speaks softly, but as they say, but he carries a big stick. He speaks softly, but behind your back they would draw swords. They imagine how to throw thee into the pit, and it's all mischief, working evil upon their beds. See, and all that HATE talk, all that bullshit. All right. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. See that? He soweth discord, and a lot of these, Ringo TV and these Jakes coming at them, they're not a Hebrew Israelite, and you're them as the world turned Israelites and infighting and all that. But the scripture did tell us this very plainly, to rebuke them. Rebuke is better than secret love. See that? Okay, so there's a difference between rebuking somebody in love, trying to get our people in line with the scriptures, and just being a damn busybody, right? Because there's a lot of jakes out there that are just freaking busybodies, and just love to see that type of Young and the Restless crap. All right, and down south, the old Big Mama calls it the stories. Okay, I'm just saying. He soweth discord. Verse 15, there shall his calamity, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly he shall be broken without remedy. What's remedy? Remedy is a fix. And the scripture very plainly told you, it's Revelation. No. Jeremiah 51st chapter. Babylon is broken and she's not going to be healed. Not this time. Not Rome 2.0. Well, it's done. Verse 16, these 6 things does the Lord Yahweh hate. Even 7th are an abomination. What does it say? A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. You heard that. And hey, in Babylon, man, there's the same people, and the Elder Malcolm just brought it out in his lesson. The definitions, the receipts, if you will. I need to go back and screenshot all that, because the word black, man, we got to get away from that shit, man. The word black and the word white, man. Whoo, oh boy, he went in on it. Okay, but these are all things that Esau Edom does, man. And he loves to have it so. He works evil upon his bed, as the scripture said. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. You see that? Simple and plain, man. All right? I just got a couple more. That's it. Matter of fact, I just got one more. Let's pull this up right quick. All right? Where is the Valley of Decision? It's over there in the so-called Middle East, which is what? West Asia, man. You remember they covered fields and take them by violence. They switch shit up, cover up the landmarks. And when it talks about they oppress a man in his heritage, those dark skinned people, they go and say, well, now this is our land because we took it, and then they call their lands after their own names, as the scripture said, right? Let's go here. Al Jazeera, what's happening in Yemen? A breakdown of the Houthi U.S. violence. See, what are you doing that for? They have an agenda. What in the world is this? This dude done run over. He's running over. Damn. Oh, Salakia, man. This guy running over cones and everything, man. He fucking shit all up. Wow. Anyway, Proverbs 4, verse 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. And that's what it's all about, man. These people are wicked as hell. Yes, they are the Edomites, the so-called white people on the planet. And not all so-called white people are Edomites. Clean lepers, if you will, okay? Not all of them, because it's the seed of your father. It's all kinds of lies, and they've made lies their refuge. And when I say that, I'm talking about the Israelites, okay? And that's that. And I'll leave it right there. Hopefully, a short little lesson was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash. Yet again, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, of whom I learn from each and every day. Healthy shalom to the brothers after doing the work in truth and sincerity. All right? And every chance you get, chant this place down. This is crazy.
They are ready to die. Shia Islam emphasizes martyrdom, and it's the highest honor to give your life for God, to give your life for the oppressed. And so the idea that they're going to back down in the face of a huge amount of civilian casualties, in the face of their power plants being destroyed.
Yeah, man. Shit is going down, man. You remember the scripture very plainly said that the Lord's... I got to get it. Slovakia. Yeah, Proverbs 21 and verse 1. Let's go here. Come on, man. Damn, you gonna do this right now? There it goes again. All right, I'll just leave it right there. That's just nothing but Satan. All right, again, hopefully this lesson was edifying. And every chance you get, there it is. Chant this place down. Kwam Yasharala. Huh? Proverbs 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And that's what's going on. Didn't the scripture say in Joel 3rd chapter that he's gathering these people in the valley of decision to plead with them for his people Israel? And that's that. All right. Kwam Yasharala and Wa Abai Babal. Boom. Shalom.